Magenta. Orang wandang kan itu. Ikan full viewer. Hah? Live udah aja. Live ya? எந்த இதில் போகும் அங்கே பைக் நிற்கிறாங்க. அந்த ஒரு மாதிரி அவ்வளோதான். எந்த சைடில் போகுது கேட்டால் சொல்லி மாணவர் மீறியா இருக்கும். சரி வணக்கம் சொல்லியா வணக்கம் சொல்லியா வணக்கம் சொல்லி அவங்க கை கொடுக்கல தானே அப்படிதான் அவங்க கை கொடுக்கல கை கொடுக்க நாங்களும் கை கும்பிட்டு குனிங்கிறது அவங்க சும்மா கல்ச்சர் மெயின்டைன் பண்ணா நான் சரி ஷூ பிஞ்சு போட்டு ஆ Nadas. சும்மா இருக்குது நான் உள்ளே ஒன்று நான் பண்ணேன் ஒரு வாரம் நடக்கும் அண்ணா சத்தியம் இல்லை டெஃபரெண்ட்ண்ணா சர்வீஸுங்க கரண்ட் அது
சார்ஜ் போட்டு வெப்சைட்டில் போட்டோம். இப்போ இந்த லிங்கை காப்பி பண்ணி இப்போ இந்த லிங்க் இருக்கு எனக்கு போட்டுருக்கீங்க. இதே அப்படியே இருந்து போடலாம். இந்த லிங்க் இந்த லிங்க் இருக்கு எனக்கு சார் அனுப்புறீங்க. அவருக்கு அனுப்புறீங்கிட்ட நான் வெப்சைட்டில் போட்டுருக்கேன். ரெண்டு லிங்கை தந்தீங்கன்னா அது கரெக்ட்.
ராஜ் என்னது வந்துடு
அது உங்களுடைய சைட்டில் நீங்கள் போட போகிறேன்னு சொன்னீங்க. அப்படியே
இல்லை அப்படி நோ 77 22 59 ஓ 580 8880.
அந்த லிங்க் தானே அனுப்பியிருக்காரு. நீங்கள் போட போகிறேன்னு சொன்னீங்க.
இல்லை அவற்ற சைட்லேயே போட்டுருக்கீங்க. அப்படியே ரெக்கார்டு இருந்தாங்க. யாரும் நீங்கள் கொடுக்குறீங்க
அந்த பேஜ் தான் போட போகிறீங்க.
இல்லை நாங்கள் வெப்சைட்டில் எங்களை வெப்சைட்டில் வருது. இந்த வீடியோ போகிற அந்த லிங்க் எனக்கு
யூடியூப் லிங்க்
நீங்கள் ஒர்க் பண்ணி போடலாம் தானே.
யூடியூப்க்கு
நாங்கள் இந்த லிங்க்கு பார்த்து கொண்டிருக்கேன். நான் போய் பார்த்து
அது நீங்கள் உங்களுடைய கேம் போட போகிற மாதிரி சொன்னீங்க.
common meeting. So we are we are now going to have the function after the lunch is free, you know. So our students, our important thing, the same day, and we have the
ஓப்பன் பண்ணாங்க.
கையாவை மாலையாக வேலை வந்ததும் Tunggu. Mak?
Kalian ni deh, beli apa nih? Kalau
Ada kok nggak ada waktu kotor. Ada naik sih dalam ini.
ini boleh detail tangan ya di kelas ini.
Ada dalam kakak. Mau. Lebih. Aitang. Dia nampak tempat. Anak kalian ada macam ni kau. Ada cuma ni kan datang anak macam ni.
Kenapa?
ஒவ்வொரு எழுத்தாளர்
அப்படியா
அங்கே நாங்கள் அங்கே போவோம் ஓடிச்சு அது இல்லை நம்ம ஓடிச்சு இதில் வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டா நாங்கள் போவோம் வாகனத்தில் போகும் வேறு எங்கள் தூரம் பண்ணைக்கு போய் அது எங்கே நடக்குது எங்கே அது எங்கே தூரம் போகிறதுக்கு அது போகணுமா ஆ
ஒரு தெரியும் போவாங்க
நவாயன்
நிறைய தேவையில்லைங்க
ரெண்டே பங்களா வாகனத்தில் கிளப்பிட்டு ஓடிக்கிறேன் ஆ ஆ
அப்புறம் உள்ளே வருது அப்புறம் அவங்க போன் அடிச்சு அதை விட்டு என்ன லோடிங் பண்ண எங்கே இருக்காங்க
சரி இவ்வளோ வானம் போகுது
அதை வானத்தை நாங்கள் ஒரு என்ன
யாரு அவன் போச்சுன்னா படுத்துல இருக்கோம்மா நாங்கள் போக ம்
இல்லை பைக்லேயே போயிருக்கேன் அண்ணா எங்கே என்ன பண்ண இருக்கு
நீங்கள் ப்ரோக்ராம் பில்டிங் பிளான் வெளில ஒன்றும் தெரியல. சரி எங்கே இருக்கு வாங்கல? சரியா? சரி சரிங்க, நான் எடுக்க முடிஞ்சு எடுக்க போது. இப்படி பெரிய போகிறேன் இதெல்லாம் பரையாம மாதிரி எடுத்து போட்டு பண்ணியிருக்கேன். ஒன்றும் ப்ரோக்ராம் பற்றி கையில் போயிட்டு வந்து நாங்கள் இப்போ வரைக்கும் தான் அங்கே போயிடுறோம். உங்களுக்கு எடுத்து ஓடியாங்க டக்குன்னு 2 வரத்தை எடுத்துட்டு ஓடியாங்க. போ
முடிஞ்சுது.
கேமரா காரணம் அடிக்க கொள்ளும் இந்த கேமரா ஒன்று ஜூம் வெளி வந்து இதெல்லாம் போப்பேன் இதெல்லாம் போப்பேன் இதெல்லாம் போப்பேன் எடுங்க ஆட்டோ அதான் வேலை போகிறேன் ஆட்டோ விடுங்க பண்ணுங்க ஆட்டோவை நான் சொல்லி தான் எடுக்கல என்ன குயிக்கன்னா என்ன வார வந்தா தெரியும் தானே வேறு போனால் குளச்சில் வாரத்துக்கு இதை எப்படி ஆயிரத்தி செட் பண்ணோம் சிங்கம் அதிலே ஒன்று வைக்கலாம் நடக்கா
அங்கே ஒரு இதில் வைக்கிறது
அவங்க இல்லை ஒன்று
இந்த வாகனம் செய்யணும் அவங்களுக்கு தனியாக ட்ரெஸ்ஸுக்கு தனியாக
என்ன
இது தனியாக அவங்களுக்கு
அவங்க ஒழுங்காக வராது என்ன
என்ன அடிங்க பில்லு கிளிப்பேன்
சரி இல்லை அது மட்டும் ஒன்றும் இல்லை இது மைக்கில் தான் சரி அது ரெண்டும் தான் வரும் கொண்டா கட் பண்ணணும் இன்புட் லைன்
2 லைன் Jaffna Agricuiture
கட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க ஓ நோயா நோயா சவுண்ட் இருக்கா செக் பண்ணுங்க ஃபோன் பண்ணு வச்சா யார பண்ணி எடுங்க பாருங்க Agricuiture program. எதுக்கு இல்லை கொடுத்தேன் நம்ம ஃபேனுடைய நல்ல உள்ளவங்க
Have a pleasant, very good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen.
Very good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen. This is a great pleasure and a privilege to warmly welcome you all to the ceremonial opening of the the Research and Training Complex, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, donated by the Government of Japan.
The Japan International Cooperative Agency (JICA) signed a grant agreement with the government of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka to establish a research and training complex with the aim of stimulating agriculture in border-affected region and improving resident livelihoods through construction and procurement of equipment for the Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka in 2016. This project constructed a research laboratory building, a processing training building, and a training farm, and also to provide essential equipment to the Faculty of Agriculture in order to strengthen the functionality of the university.
This incredible project benefited to increase the number of students, expand the training program provided to people who work in the field of agriculture, and initiate practical training at the training farm. Further, it helps to the development of agricultural technology and the dissemination of agricultural activities while improving the agricultural productivity and livelihood for farmers, thereby reducing the poverty and vulnerability in war-affected areas.
This is one of the remarkable moments in the history of the Faculty of Agriculture. So, on behalf of Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka, we forward our heartiest gratitude to the Government of Japan for providing such incredible research and training building to upgrade the status of students and the society.
So, on this prestigious occasion, we would like to welcome all distinguished guests to the ceremonial opening of the Research and Training Complex, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, donated by the Government of Japan.
And we welcome our distinguished guests to join with the traditional lighting of the oil lamp. Dear ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite our invitees to please proceed to the traditional lamp, as every auspicious occasion commands with you divine blessings, and that light is testament to assuring in positive energy for our occasion, and starts off inviting our guests to the honor.
First and foremost, I would like to invite to oil lamp Honorable Professor D.L. Piri, Minister of Education. It's a great honor to invite His Excellency Akira Sugiyama, Ambassador of Japan to Sri Lanka, to light the oil lamp.
Also, I cordially invite Honorable Mr. K.N. Douglas Devananda, Honorable Minister of Fisheries, to light the oil lamp. And also, I would like to invite to light oil lamp Honorable Mrs. P.S.M. Chal, Governor of Northern Province.
I cordially invite Honorable Mr. Angajan Ramanathan, Member of the Parliament, Chairman of Jaffna District Coordinating Committee and Deputy Chairman of Committee's Parliament to light the oil lamp. I would like to invite to light oil lamp Honorable Dr. Suren Raghavan, Member of the Parliament.
It's a great honor to invite to light oil lamp Senior Professor K. Kapilasi Pereira, Secretary to the Minister of Education, and also I cordially invite Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, Chairman, University Grants Commission, to light the oil lamp.
It's a great honor to invite to light oil lamp Professor M. Sri Sakunaraja, Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka. I cordially invite Senior Professor Janita Aliyanage, Vice Chairperson, University Grant Commission, to light the oil lamp.
I warmly invite to light the oil lamp Mr. K. Maheshan, Government Agent, Jaffna District, and followed by Mrs. R. Kedishwar, Government Agent, Agricuiture District, to light the oil lamp.
And also, I would like to invite Honorable K. Kadamastan, Member of the Parliament, to light the oil lamp. I also would like to invite Ms. Chiharu Koshai, Head of Economic Cooperation, Embassy of Japan to light the oil lamp. I cordially invite Mr. Takashima Kiyofumi, Senior Representative, JICA Sri Lanka Office to light the oil lamp.
It's a great honor to invite Light Oil Lamp, Professor Ms. Basni Arasaratnam, Commission Member, University Grants Commission, and also former Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka. Followed by, I would like to invite to Light Oil Lamp, Emeritus Professor K. Kandasamy, former Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka. And also, I would like to invite Mr. G.N. Adit Ponsu, Director Planning, Higher Education, Minister of Education, to light oil lamp.
It's a great honor to invite to light oil lamp Emeritus Professor P. Balasundaram Pillai, Council Member and also former Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka. I also would like to invite Emeritus Professor S. Mohanadas, Council Member and also former Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, former Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna.
May I now request Dr. K. Surya Kumar, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, to light the oil lamp, and followed by Dr. Mrs. S. Sivachandran, Dean, Faculty of Technology, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka, to light the oil lamp.
I cordially invite Professor A. Raja, Dean, Faculty of Engineering, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Followed by Senior Professor D. Mihundan, Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp.
I would like to invite Mrs. Dina Bodharan, Dean, Faculty of Allied Health Sciences, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka, to light the oil lamp. And followed by Dr. K. Sudhakar, Dean, Faculty of Arts, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka, to light oil lamp.
I would like to invite Mrs. S. Sri Muralidharan, Dean, Faculty of Hindu Studies, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Followed by Professor B. Nimaladasan, Dean, Faculty of Management Studies and Commerce, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp.
I would like to invite Dr. S. Raviraj, Dean of Faculty of Medicine, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka, to light the oil lamp, and followed by Senior Professor P. Ravirajan, Dean, Faculty of Science, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka, to light the oil lamp.
On behalf of Faculty of Agriculture staff members, I would like to invite to light oil lamp Professor Mrs. Dushanti Mihundan, former Dean, Faculty of Agriculture. I cordially invite Mr. V. Kandivan, Registrar, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp.
I warmly invite Dr. Mrs. Kalpana Chandrasekhar, Acting Librarian, University of Jaffna, and followed by Mr. K. Suresh Kumar, Bursar, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp.
I also would like to invite Rector Wamunia Campus to light the oil lamp.
Finally, I invite Mr. S. Anushan, President, Student Union, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to light the oil lamp. Thank you very much, everyone. Dear ladies and gentlemen, we warmly invite our distinguished guests to the health table. Thank you very much. Now it's time for National Anthem. Please leave your seats and stand for National Anthem of Sri Lanka and Japan.
Namo
Thank you all. Please be seated.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to invite Professor S. Sripathunaraja, Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, Sri Lanka, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning, Thiruvam Kallium, Thirum Collectum, Cabinet Group, Unit Tycoon, Perumai Namadam Collectum, Perum Arthur today. So we are human beings. Time is the greatest influence of nature on human beings. So today, the time has provided the opportunity for us to celebrate the facilities created with the collaboration from the JICA, Japanese International Cooperation Agency, and the Ministry of Education of Sri Lanka. So I am totally in the mood of ecstasy. So we are feeling wishing. Because what we witnessed today was not in our mind. When we were entering the premises in 2012 with the leadership of Professor Vasanthi, I myself and our Cabinet Minister Douglas Devananda entered this place with Professor Kandasamy. At the time, this place was no man's land. Actually, it was an abandoned land by the military and the former rebels. So since that time, within 8 years, now see big diplomatic developments. So in this regard, we are delighted that so much of hard work has been put in with the guidance of the University Grant Commission and the Ministry of Education and all the well wishes. Today this event is primarily celebrated to honor and give our gratitude. It's actually spring from our heart to the Minister of Higher Education, Education and the Japanese Ambassador, the University Grant Commission, and of course our cabinet ministers and the people in the governments, and also our well-wishers and former administrators, the students and so forth. So in this regard, I will go formally now. So we are immensely privileged to have Professor G.A.P.S., the Minister of Education, in our gathering today. It is indeed a pleasure to see one of the outstanding intellectuals of this country to hold the post of Minister of Education, sir. As an undergraduate of the University of Colombo, Professor Pires won the Mudalia Redmond Pires Award. Later on, he won the prestigious Rhodes Scholarship and obtained PhD from New College, Oxford University in 1971. His academic publication has appeared in such internationally acclaimed journals for legal studies as International and Comparative Law Quarterly, the Cambridge Law Journal, Anglo-American Law Review, Journal of Legal Studies, Malaya Legal Review, and University of Queensland Legal Journal. Professor Pires later became the Dean of the Faculty of Law at University of Colombo and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Colombo. In his career as a legislator and minister, Professor Pires introduced laws that were considered modern and innovative. He also dedicated himself to the national reconciliation of this country. So we are indeed happy, sir, such an eminent scholar and towering leader is gracing this opening ceremony today by his presence. We warmly welcome, sir, to this function. It is in my honor and pleasure to welcome Honorable Excellency Akira Sugiyama, the Ambassador of Japan to Sri Lanka, to today's event. The Ambassador has been a meaningful bridge between Japan and Sri Lanka in promoting bilateral ties in commerce, infrastructure, education and technology. As a developed nation in Asia and in the world, Japan sets an example to many developing countries in our continent. Based on a speech the Ambassador made recently, a quality infrastructure development initiative launched by Japan lays emphasis on such values: open access, transparency, economic efficiency, including life cycle cost and financial viability. It is heartening to learn that Japan, under this concept, will continue to engage in the development of infrastructure in Sri Lanka most diligently, with special focus on ports, airports, power supply, water supply, sewage system and irrigation, among others, to correspond to the vision of the government of Sri Lanka. The Excellency has said. The construction of research complex that has been declared open today in an area that once showed the destruction, the war was funded by the Japan International Cooperation Agency, a governmental organization that delivers a bulk of official development assistance for the government of Japan. On behalf of the University of Jaffna, sir, I express my sincere gratitude to the government and people of Japan for their generous support to the University of Jaffna students. And coming to the University of Jaffna from all the different communities of this country will benefit immensely from this research complex. We hope this complex will make an excellent contribution to Sri Lanka development in various sectors. Thank you, sir. The Ambassador, I welcome you for this occasion with wholehearted sir. Please convey Jaffna and Trinity love and gratitude to the people of Japan. So welcome, sir. And the most familiar man to this plenary since 2012 is our Honorable Cabinet Minister Douglas Devananda. So having entered the democratic mainstream, before that he was again a warrior. So Douglas Devananda and his comrades worked hard to build his party in the northeast province of Sri Lanka. Their efforts paid dividends when 9 members of EPDP, including himself, were elected to the parliament from the Jaffna district in August 1994. Since that, there is no returning back. Douglas Devananda was re-elected to the parliament continuously, and he has been with us as a member of parliament, as a long-serving member of parliament in this part of the world for the last 20 years, without a break, to represent the people of this region. So Jaffna University has been aspiring for the Faculty of Engineering since the inception from 70s. So I am just going to say the Vanavil Declaration. So it's a declaration indeed. The faculty since its inception without any success. When President Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa visited Vanavil in 2011, Minister Devananda urged President Mahinda Rajapaksa to establish an engineering faculty at Agricuiture. Following which the President asked the military to vacate the land at Agricuiture. With the hard work and campaigning of Minister Devananda, the cabinet paper was approved in 2013 and the establishment of Faculty of Engineering at Agricuiture implemented commenced with the help of Indian government. And of course, the works of an engineering faculty was started on 168 acres of land and become a reality. The foundation was placed for the building complex in February 6, 2004 under the leadership of Professor Vasandi Arasaratna. And of course, then the Minister of Education, our Honorable S.P. Disnayak. So with the patronage of Traditional Industries and Small Enterprise Development Minister Devananda and Higher Education Minister S.P. Disnayak, I think they were very good friends, and that paved the way for us to have so many things. The first batch of students of the engineering faculty and Agricuiture was enrolled in 2004. So since that time, now he is the present development coordinator for Village District. I welcome you, sir, for this function, and you have more to say on this. Welcome to you, sir. Then, now our Secretary of MOE is Minister of Education. So when Professor Capella Pereira was appointed as the Secretary of the Ministry of Education, I recall the University of Morocco described his service to his institution in the following glowing terms. So that's the way I want to recall what the Morocco has said about Professor Capella Pereira. University of Morocco owes many of its greatest achievement to Professor Capella Pereira's exemplary leadership and guidance, and thank him for his outstanding service as a senior professor, a dean, and a vice chancellor. The example set by Professor Capella Pereira has an important lesson to all of us academics and researchers. That is, we have important responsibilities towards our institutions. Besides teaching and conducting research in the area that interests us, we are also entrusted with the responsibility to build up and strengthen our institution and guide our junior academics and students so that the institution and its societal contribution will be alive in the future. This is an example set by our Professor Capella Pereira. So Professor Capella Pereira went an extra mile. This is circulated in the social media and all over the place I read. So Professor Capella Pereira went an extra mile. On the 12th of December 2019, all young people listen to this. He walked into Mategoda Vidyadeepa Central College to sit for a O-level examination in Tamil, maybe with his son. His humility and commitment to coexistence and pluralism won him accolades from all quarters of this country. So it is something extraordinary for a man with a professor and a vice chancellor sitting for the O-level exam in Tamil to see his commitment to the pluralism and policies of his country. In addition to being a vice chancellor of the leading university, he held many other important positions. That is his commitment to the nation, including the chairman of Nara Institute, deputy chairman of Ceylon Electricity Board, and commissioner of New Creators Commission. or Inventors Commission. What a pleasure, sir. It is to have you with us today. So thank you very much for your whole efforts and already coming to and greeting our place. We welcome you, sir. Now, then I move as a man of big stature, big heart, and tall man, as a former cricketer like a Clive Lloyd, right? And he would have become a cricketer. But Arjuna mother guided him to the academy, and when Arjuna envious of this and asked her mother, why did you guide Sampath to the academy and me as a cricketer? Then Arjuna mother said, he had a brain and you have a skill. That's the reason he told me last night in a early moon. So, today I am so honored to welcome our Professor Sampath Amarajunga, the chairman of the University Grant Commission, to this opening ceremony. Professor Amarajunga is a person who worked tirelessly, even during the times of great crises like pandemic that are facing now, to ensure that the academic activities of our universities are conducted smoothly. He does his job while taking every necessary step to ensure the safety and security of the academic community of this country. So far, he is running more than 1.5 years of this condition without closing any universities. Congratulations, sir. Before being appointed as chairman, Professor Amarajunga served as a vice chancellor of the University of Jaffna. During his tenure as vice chancellor, he uplifted the University of Jaffna to another level, mainly the research development, and he is a visionary leader, proven to be. So Professor Amarajunga gave leadership to the establishment of two new faculties, several new departments, and the reorganization of the Research and Publication Committee of the University. In addition, he inaugurated a program to strengthen the links between the university and the industry and signed many MOUs with leading local and international institutions. Nothing can be more pleasing than having a visionary leader who recognizes the role of research plays in national development at this opening ceremony for complex that is built for research and development. So thank you very much, and we welcome you, sir. And his leadership, the Jaffna University also thrived, because yesterday he himself was here at the evening time and witnessed the activities in the 160 acres and the 400 acres. And actually, it gave him a mesmerizing feeling, the students and the staff, even just to walk along these areas and get this done. So thank you very much for coming and witnessing and being ambassador for us in the south. So you are ambassador for us in the south, sir. So we welcome you, sir, and congratulations for all the commitment. Now, I am pleased to welcome Honorable Angajin Ramanathan, the Member of Parliament representing Jaffna district. The Angajin Ramana is a young politician. So now he had paid the way and got the recognition from the people as an elected Member of Parliament. He has a bachelor degree in computer engineering and an MBA from Australia. Mr. Angajin Ramana is the young, energetic parliamentarian who has been working hard to alleviate the poverty and unemployment in the north. The welfare of the youth has been his primary interest, because he worked very closely with Namal Rajapaksa, another man who so much dedicated to the welfare of the youth. So he's a leader with a broad and inclusive social vision and a strong tie to his community. He always shares his joys and sorrows of his people. As the co-chair of the District Coordinating Committee, where I also participate, Mr. Ramanathan has been carrying out his task in a commendable manner, always prioritizing the needs of the marginalized segment of our community. His role as a deputy chairman of the committees of the Parliament of Sri Lanka, also highly regarded, sir. So Mr. Ramanathan plays a role in keeping the democratic tradition of our parliament alive as the chairman of the deputy chairman of the committees of the parliament. So we are happy that Ramanathan is here. So with us today is the opening ceremony. We welcome him. And Mr. GMRP Apanso, our Director Planning Ministry of Education. So he took that job in 2010. Maybe he is one of the permanent employees witnessing from the MOE all the proceedings because the secretaries and ministers are changing. But Apanso is always there to make the continuity going. I think today I talked to him. It's the 6th visit to the University of Jaffna. So he considers this as a privilege, and also we welcome you, sir. We continue to expect your support, wholehearted support to us. And also now, late inclusion, our Mr. Kader Mastan, he himself has actually contacted us and is with us today. Assalamu alaikum, sir. And we are actually happy to have you here. And it's actually, we appreciate your interest in making all effort and coming here. So Kader Mastan is also Deputy Coordinator for Borneo District, Vanavil District. So his role in lifting the Borneo campus as the University of Borneo also is a big thing expected from the society, sir. So thank you very much. And also now my time to welcome all Japanese, Mitsubishi and other corporation contractors, and also who have worked tirelessly in Mr. Jayasingh, engineer, who has been our consultant in this project, and also our former Vice Chancellors. I have no words to say. Vasanti's name should be there in Arabian Nagar. I always say she is a lady of accelerated development of this university, and during her time is fortunate and enough to have SP Disanayaka, and also money was not a problem in the government in those days. So we have got a development. Welcome you, Madam, and Professor Balasundarpilli and Professor Mohanas, the former Vice Chancellors. I welcome you, sir, and our Registrar and the Competent Authority, Kandasamy. I am not extending any welcome because he is a man of every movement in this arena since 2012. He still is a history lecturer doing wonderful things, and also our deans, council members, ladies and gentlemen. Time is more important, so I pay my gratitude to the Lord. I welcome you all. I know those who have been working very hard to make this endeavor successful. Especially we have to congratulate our capital works, DR, Ryan Sar. I think he is masterminding everything with regard to the buildings. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I thank Engineer Raja and Swamati Madam, who has originated this JICA project coordination, and Lucy, he has been carrying out this project with the Asandi Rajaratnam and went to Japanese embassy many times and meticulously worked hard, and the present team, Suvi, and all concerned, engineering division and everybody. Thank you very much. It's not about the thanks, actually it's a welcome. So wholehearted welcome to you all. I also pray God that you all have a very good 2021 and stay safe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Dear ladies and gentlemen, the next item on the agenda is the address by Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, Chairman, University Grant Commission. It's over to you, sir.
Good morning. Ayubowan, Vanakkam, Assalamu alaikum. Ohayo gozaimasu. Honorable Minister of Education, Emeritus Professor G.L. Piris, Honorable Minister of Fisheries, Mr. Douglas Devananda, Honorable Angatan Ramanathan, and Honorable Kader Mastan, Your Excellency, the Japanese Ambassador to Sri Lanka, all distinguished Japanese delegates here, Secretary to the Ministry of Education, and all other government officials, Vice Chancellor, Professor Sri Satkunaraja, and former VCs who are attending here today, including Professor Vasanthi Arsaratnam, Deans of Faculties, Academia, non-academic staff, well-wishers, sons and daughters. Whenever I come to Jaffna, I feel like coming home because of my friends in academia and also in the administrative staff. Yesterday I have come here and spent good 3 hours with all my friends, and I was going here and there, having a very good ground to see the development in this place. Professor Sri Satkunaraja, one of the best VCs today we have in our system, told in his speech, before 2012, this was a no man's land. But today the development is unbelievable, and many have contributed. University of Jaffna, Jaffna Peninsula, for this unbelievable development. Not only government of Sri Lanka taking the responsibility wholeheartedly. Being a Japanese scholar, I have spent 7 years in Japan. So I know how Japanese work very hard to earn money. So they have come to the climax as a country in terms of development, second to none other, and now the Japanese are helping everybody in the world. So thank you very much, Your Excellency, selecting University of Jaffna for this 100% donation. So I am sure University of Jaffna will take the total benefit of this fund facility. I came to know only in this premises there are 5 Japanese PhDs are now working, and another 1 young PhD to come to this agriculture faculty as well. Technology, that is also unbelievable. Yesterday I went to one workshop at the technology faculty with my very good friend Professor Sri. I saw students, youngsters, sons and daughters of this country. Even at that time, they are working inside the workshop. They are making a Formula 1 car for the racing car. So Honorable Minister always concerned, always advised the UGC to ease off the gap between graduates and the industry. So sir, you don't believe this place. 100% technology people are here today. That is unbelievable, sir. All hostels are full, sir. Everybody are studying at University of Jaffna. All are here. And agriculture, engineering, technology, people are working. I don't want to take much time. Yes, face-to-face classes. Because the agenda is very lengthy. Let me thank people of Japan, country of Japan, giving this valuable investment. We all know when Japanese give a grant, it is worth enough for the development of the region and the nation. If you go to Sri Lanka Hospital, you can the chairs given by the government of Japan in 1970s still there. The reason is that is what they use in Japan. They never give any grant undermining the place. So they give the same grant, the same goods, same service to anywhere in the world. So I saw the technology, so you have given to University of Jaffna. It is 100% almost same as what we use in Japanese universities. So thank you very much considering to that extent the higher education. And also, Honorable Minister is very much concerned, as I said, having good output suitable for the industry. Honorable Minister himself invited corporate giants in Colombo to come to this place and to address Jaffna students. So that will have after this function as well. So thank you very much, Sri. No two words. You are one of the best of the best, managing the whole thing nicely and giving the government the fullest support to in order to uplift the higher education goals. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Before moving to the next item, on behalf of Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, we would like to extend our sincere gratitude to the Government of Japan for granting billions of yen to establish this tremendous research and training complex to Faculty of Agriculture in order to stimulating agriculture in war-affected region and improving resident livelihoods. Thank you very much. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Senior Professor K. Abhiraseke Pereira, Secretary to the Minister of Education, to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Very good morning to all of you. Everyone, welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Honorable Minister of Education, Professor C.S. Lewis, Your Excellency Sugiyama Sama, Ambassador of Japan to Sri Lanka, Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, Namaste Devananda, Honorable Ramajan Angajan, Member of Parliament, Honorable Kadamastan, Member of Parliament, Chairman, University Grants Commission, and my colleague, Professor Sampath Amaratunga, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Jaffna, Professor Sri Satguru, the deans of the faculties, the registrar, Bursa, former vice chancellors of University of Jaffna, the competent authority, former, and all the delegates from Japan, members of the clergy, I beg your pardon, and all the officials of the Ministry of Education, dear students, parents, well-wishers, and all members of the University of Jaffna family, it gives me great pleasure and honor, and I take pride in having been invited to this historic moment where the people of Japan is continued to respect the greatest honor that was prayed by a true Sri Lankan and the people of Sri Lanka on behalf of people of Sri Lanka in 1951 in San Francisco. The government of Japan is repaying the gratitude in nurturing young inquiring minds. There is no two words, and you see to believe. The quality, the quantity, and more importantly, not the value of it, the gesture of goodwill in the name of the grant given today, nurturing young inquiring minds of people of Sri Lanka, especially in the field of agriculture. I need not elaborate. My previous speakers explained in detail the greatest gift the University of Jaffna has received from people of Japan. We are truly grateful, sir, for the people of Japan. It reminds me 1988 when I was washing my face, doing my ablutions in the morning of the dormitory in California University, and he was taking the glasses off, cleaning them, happens to be very short with the long hair, and he was greeting me early in the morning. I was out of bed. I go on home, mother. He was Itsuro Yamada, who happened to have had his master's and undergraduate education in the field of agriculture from University of Philadelphia. That was in 1988 in the dormitory of University of California, where he and I happened to be in the same orientation program where I was going to start my postgraduate, and that's how long the agriculture students of Japan had studied in Sri Lanka. So I was shocked, but ever since then we became true friends. And Professor Sambat mentioned the number of PhD students who are coming from Japan studying here. What else you can state to express the collaboration and the networking that is much needed in the field of education. That is what the university education is all about. You create networks. Through networks, you flourish. Even in University of Moratuwa, for the first 6 months, for the IT faculty, university students from Japan, they come and work in the faculty of IT at University of Moratuwa, and many other collaborations in the universities between Japan and Sri Lanka. So this is how the global village, the information highway and the knowledge highway, and realizing the knowledge hub in the field of higher education is taking place and shaping up. And this today's faculty inauguration is going to play a catalyst role in this context in my mind. When I was seated there, I can see this long road where I entered. I would like to see these people, the students, together with the faculty, convert this long place for many people who are aspiring to become agricultural experts and contribute to development of agriculture in Sri Lanka. I saw the apparatus, many apparatus. I saw the reverse osmosis. I witnessed the non-vibrant, the balances that were given. I saw the incubators. It's not only for the university students, it is also for the industry, university partnerships to nurture innovations, inventions, together with the university students for the benefit of agriculture in Sri Lanka. And Honorable Douglas Devananda is in a great position as the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, where you have a wealth of researchers in National Aquatic Resources Research and Development Agency, which can be benefited by this one for the fisheries sector. And you have NACTA. You have many more agriculture related things, is offshore, onshore agriculture related to this one. We see herds of cows and the cattle that when we enter, this is a symbolic of Kilinochi, I remember. And this is agriculture, animal husbandry, many things that you can do. What my humble plea to the dear students is to make use of this opportunity. I happened to visit 2 schools this morning before I came. I had a little bit of time. I went to 2 schools. One is a national school, and I am sorry to say Professor Akko mentioned, he came on to me because Professor Akko is a good friend of mine. I have already helped him when he was developing single-handedly, providing human resources by way of our students. One is a Kankeyan, I remember, and he was asking me, can you, sir, help us uplift one school here to a grade level? And I politely, very politely, diplomatically answered his question, and I pointed out, Honorable Sir, many things. The things that are being gifted by the Ministry of Education, how best, how effectively the society can take a leading role to make use of these facilities that are gifted by the taxpayers' money. And then I went to a school in words I did not know. It's a school, province school, very beautiful. I saw the principal as everything neatly done, cleaned, all done by students. I asked, and it was the time to serve the midday meal. Went to the kitchen, took many photographs. I saw the bicycle hut. People of Jaffna, when I remember, during my time of the SLIAT, the Honorable Dr. Devananda has some people in front of that one. What they ask, I remember, unlike other people, they ask a bicycle shed. Bicycle shed. How good it is that? How appropriate it is for the time and the moment where transportation could be bicycles. I saw the same bicycles neatly parked. I could not resist the urge to take photographs of this one. The people, my drivers, all the people who accompanied, I saw them taking photographs. And there are many things that I took, Honorable Sir. Together we can do as a ministry real reforms in quick time. And we will deliver these things. I need not mention because this is not the school forum. But my humble plea to dear students, make a name for yourself and leave a legacy so that these gifts from the people of Japan are truly remembered, and people who have inaugurated from Japan will be cherishing to hear, when they hear you have made use or made a good use of these things. And we want to transform our state universities. We want to preserve and we want to sustain this free education, because I am a product of free education. If not for the free education, I would not have had the pleasure of sharing the same platform as a Rhodes Scholar, the Cambridge Scholar of the caliber of Professor G.L. Paris. I would not have had that opportunity thanks to the free education that was from nowhere. So therefore, university students, young, bright, yet mischievous, sometimes you should be truly grateful to your parents who have made, you have enabled for you to have this highest seat of learning, very limited. And I will end as where I started. People of Japan is truly grateful for the gesture of goodwill extended on behalf of Sri Lankan people in 1951 in San Francisco. And you should take this as a cue and always behave and make full use of these opportunities so that you make people who have gifted these things proud, and do not ever forget these gestures of goodwill that have come. You may not realize, you may not fathom today, but once you become parents and you have children to nurture, then only you realize what a waste of time we did our youth for some of the things that I would not like to hear from University of Jaffna. I will not mention, but you know, all of you know what I mean. So we want to make sure that you will make good use of this one and become scholars like Professor Sri Sadgunarajan, Professor Vasanti, and all the professors, Professor Kandasamy, Professor Akko, and all these professors who have come from many parts of the world, make a good use of this one and make a good name for the University of Jaffna, Faculty of Agriculture. And I wish you all the very best. Once again, thank you for the people of Japan. Nandri, arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you very much, sir. Dear distinguished guests, Research and Training Complex is open for visit to explore the laboratories. Our staffs are eagerly waiting to disseminate their future plans using these sophisticated technologies in order to upgrade graduates' knowledge with advanced technical skills and also to uplift the livelihood of the community. Thank you. May I now request Honorable Mr. Angajan Ramanathan, Member of the Parliament, Chairman of Jaffna District Coordinating Committee and Deputy Chairman of Committees Parliament to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Minister of Education, Professor G.L. Paris, Honorable Minister of Fisheries, Douglas Devananda, His Excellency Akira Sugiyama, Ambassador of Japan to Sri Lanka, Senior Professor K. Kapila C.K. Pereira, the Secretary to the Minister of Education, Senior Professor Sampath Amanatunga, Chairman, University Grants Commission, Professor S. Sri Satyanaraja, Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, and all renowned dignitaries, University of Jaffna staff, students, media, officials from the Ministry of Education. I'm very happy to be here And thank you for inviting me, Professor Sri Sakunraja, because this is a very joyful occasion to the people of Jaffna and Kilnochi. I think Honorable Minister, Honorable His Excellency Ambassador, this is a very muchly appreciated gift at a much needed time, because our people pride ourselves in two categories. One, for education, because we have always been an educated society and we take pride in being an educated society. Because in the past, all over the world, people from Jaffna, people from Kilnochi, people from the north have provided their educational capacity to create a lot of wonders. Unfortunately, after the war and because of the war, we have been starting to lose on that. But ever since the war ended, we have been striving to pick up the pieces and put it together back again and bring us back to our glory. Also, another pride that we take in is being coming from an agricultural society, because when the Honorable Prime Minister Srimao Bandaranaike Madam was there, we had an agricultural revolution in the north. And because of that, a lot of our small houses became big houses. A lot of our people became educated because of that. And our livelihood and the economy flourished. I think His Excellency the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's vision to revive the rural economy through agriculture and fisheries is a much appreciated vision, and it's very much appreciated from the north, particularly because our livelihood depends mostly in agriculture. So this gift definitely is not only a prized possession for the Jaffna University and the academia, but also for the agricultural sector all over the country, and especially Jaffna and Kilnochi. Because previously as the Deputy Minister of Agriculture, I have worked with the farmers all over the country and particularly the north and east. I find that they are still doing the traditional agriculture and they strive hard to learn things from other people, but their time and their value is not, they don't get the time for value for their time. So I think this research and training complex definitely will add value to our growth. So thank you very much, Honorable Minister, His Excellency the Japanese Ambassador, and the people of Japan for giving us something that is very valuable to us, very precious to us. So on behalf of the people of Jaffna and Kilnochi, I thank the country of Japan for this precious gift to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your presence and sharing with your experiences, sir. Prior to move to the next section, it's a gentle reminder for everyone to reduce the risk of COVID-19. Therefore, you are requested to wear masks covering nose, maintain social distance at least 1 meter apart from each other, and wash your hands often using sanitizers. Following such guidelines is highly appreciated. Thank you very much for your kind cooperation. Now, I would like to invite Honorable Mr. K. N. Douglas Devanda, Honorable Minister of Fisheries, to address the gathering. Thank you.
வடக்கு மாகாணத்தின் விவசாய பொருளாதார மறுமலர்ச்சியினூடாக இந்த நாட்டின் விவசாய தன்னிறைவு மற்றும் தேசிய பொருளாதார வளர்ச்சிக்கு மேலும் வித்திடுகின்ற ஒரு கட்டமாக நான் இன்றைய இந்த நாளை எண்ணுகின்றேன். அந்த வகையில் இதை சிறப்பிப்பதற்காக இங்கு வருகை தந்திருக்கின்ற பேராசிரியர் GF அவர்களே, ஜப்பானிய தூதுவர் His Excellency Haida Sujijama, மற்றது நாடாளுமன்ற குழுக்களின் பிரதி தலைவர் அங்கேயர் ராமநாதன் அவர்கள், மற்றது அமைச்சனுடைய செயலாளர் பேராசிரியர் கே கபில CK பெர்ரா அவர்கள், மற்றும் அந்த பல்கலைக்கழக ஆணைக்குழுவின் தலைவர் பேராசிரியர் சம்மத் அமர்துங்க அவர்கள், யாழ் பல்கலைக்கழகத்தினுடைய துணைவேந்தர் திரு ஸ்ரீஸ்கந்தராஜா அவர்கள், மற்றும் இந்த இங்கு வருகை தந்திருக்கின்ற முன்னாள் துணைவேந்தர்கள், யாழ் பல்கலைக்கழக பதிவாளர் காண்டீபன் அவர்கள், இந்த மாவட்டத்தினுடைய அரசாங்க அதிபர் திருமதி ரூபாவதி அவர்கள், பேராசிரியர்கள், விரிவுரையாளர்கள், உத்தியோகத்தர்கள், மாணவர்கள் மற்றும் இந்த சிறப்பு நிகழ்வில் கலந்து கொள்ள வந்திருக்கின்ற அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம், ஐபோவான், அஸ்ஸலாமு அலைக்கும், கொன்னிச்சுவா. இந்த சிறப்பு நிகழ்ச்சியினுடைய ஆரம்ப கர்த்தாவாக முன்னாள் துறைவேந்தர் வசந்தி அரசரட்னம் அவர்கள் இருந்திருக்கின்றார்கள். அவருக்கு பக்கத்துணையாக பேராசிரியர் கந்தசாமி அவர்கள், பேராசிரியர் மிகுந்தன் அவர்கள், மற்றது டாக்டர் திருமதி சிவமதி அவர்கள், மற்றும் இந்த அன்றைய பல்கலைக்கழக என்ன சொன்னீங்க? கவுன்சில் அந்த பேரவை, இவர்களது பங்களிப்போடு நினைக்கிறேன் முன்னாள் பேராசிரியர் வசந்தி அரசனுடைய தலைமையில் பேராசிரியர் கந்தசாமி உட்பட ஒரு 8 பீடாதிபதிகள் என்ன கொள்முதல் சந்தித்தார்கள். அதை உங்களுக்கு பெற்றுத் தருவதாக சொல்லியிருந்தேன். அந்த வகையில் நான் முன்னாள் ஜனாதிபதி மஹிந்த ராஜபக்ச அவர்களோடு கலந்துரையாடிய போது அவர்களுக்கு இணங்கி இன்றைய ஜனாதிபதி கோட்டாபய ராஜபக்ச அவர்கள் அன்று பாதுகாப்பு செயலாளராக இருந்தவர், அவரிடமும் கலந்துரையாட சொல்லி கேட்டிருந்தார். அவர்களுடைய இணக்கத்துக்கு பிறகு இரண்டால் என்னுடைய தேசிய நல்லிணக்கம் என்பது தென்னிலங்கையோடு ரொம்ப நெருக்கமாக அந்யோன்யமாக நம்பிக்கையாக பரஸ்பரம் இருக்கின்றது. அப்ப அந்த தேசிய நல்லிணக்கம் என்பது அடிமைத்தனமான அரசியலோ அல்லது சரணாகதியான அரசியலோ அல்லது வாக்குகளை அபகரிப்பதற்கான உசுப்பேற்றுற அரசியலோ அல்ல. எங்களுடைய மக்களுடைய நலன்களில் இருந்து கொண்டு பேச்சுவார்த்தைகளுக்கு ஊடாக கலந்துரையாடல்களுக்கு ஊடாக ஐக்கிய இலங்கையில் சமாதான சகவாழ்வு என்ற வகையில தான் என்னுடைய தேசிய நல்லிணக்கம் தென்னிலங்கை அரசியல்வாதிகளோடு ரொம்ப சிறப்பாக இருக்கின்றது. அப்ப நான் பொதுவாக முன்வைக்கின்ற கோரிக்கைகளை முன்னாள் ஜனாதிபதி மஹிந்த ராஜபக்ச அவர்கள் எந்த விதமான தடையும் இல்லாமல் உடனடியாக ஏற்றுக்கொள்கின்றனர். அந்த வகையில் அந்த ஏற்றுக்கொண்டதனுடைய விளைவுதான் இந்த கொக்காவில் உயர் கோபுரம் திறக்கின்ற பொழுது அந்த மேடையில் வைத்து அவர் அறிவித்திருந்தார். அமைச்சர் அகலசிவானந்தா கேட்கின்றார். அந்த வகையில் நான் அவருக்கு இதை கொடுக்கின்றேன். அதுபோல இன்னும் அவர் கூட்டக்கணக்கில் கோரிக்கைகள் வைத்திருக்கின்றார். அவர் வேண்டாம் வேண்டாம் என்று கலைந்து போக மட்டும் நாங்கள் அவர் கேட்கிறதை கொடுத்து கொண்டே இருப்போம் என்று சொல்லி அன்றைய ஜனாதிபதி அதை சொல்லியிருந்தார். அது பதிவுகளில் கூட ஊடக பதிவுகளில் கூட அது இருக்கின்றது. அப்ப அந்த வகையில இந்த முன்னாள் துணைவேந்தர் வசந்தி அரசரட்னம் அவர்கள் மற்ற அவருடைய பல்கலைக்கழக அந்த பேரவை இவர்கள் தொடர்ச்சியாக என்னோடு கலந்துரையாடியதன் விளைவாக இது அவர்களுக்கு கிடைத்திருக்கின்றது. அப்ப அந்த அண்டைய காலகட்டத்தில் பேராசிரியர் வசந்தி அரசரட்னம் என்னுடைய அறிவு கட்ட வகையில எனக்கு தெரிந்த வகையில ஒரு சிறப்பான துணைவேந்தராக அவர் கடமை புரிந்திருக்கின்றார். அதே போல இந்த யாழ் பல்கலைக்கழகத்தினுடைய வளர்ச்சிக்கு அவர் பெரிதும் பங்களிப்பு செய்திருக்கின்றார். இந்த ஜப்பானிய இந்த ஜைகா நிறுவனத்திடமிருந்து அவர் அந்த காசுகளை பெறுகின்ற முயற்சிக்கு முதல் இந்திய அரசாங்கத்திடமிருந்தும் கிட்டத்தட்ட அவர் $2 மில்லியன் பெற்று இங்கு அபிவிருத்திக்கு பயன்படுத்தி இருக்கின்றார். அந்த வகையில் தான் நாங்கள் வருகின்ற பொழுது இன்றைய துணைவேந்தரம் அப்பொழுது இதை முன்கொண்டு வருவதற்கு சேர்ந்து உழைத்தவர். அந்த வகையில் வசந்தி அரசாங்கத்துக்கு இந்த அபிவிருத்தியில் பங்கிருக்கின்ற வகையில் அவருடைய பேரும் பொறிக்கப்பட வேண்டும். அது மறைக்க முடியாது என்பதை நான் இதை உறுதிப்பட நான் இதை கூறிக்கொள்ள விரும்புகின்றேன். மற்றது இந்த இந்த அறிவியல் நகரில் இந்த வளாகங்கள் அதாவது அதுக்கு ஒரு வரலாறு இருக்கின்றது. 1978ஆம் ஆண்டு பேராசிரியர் துபராஜாவுடைய காலகட்டத்தில் யாழ் பல்கலைக்கழகத்துக்கு ஒரு பொறியியல் துறை தேவை என்ற கோரிக்கை இருந்தது. ஆனால் அன்று வரும் கோரிக்கையாக கனவாகத்தான் இருந்ததை ஒழிய அது நடைமுறையில் வரவில்லை. ஆனால் எங்களுடைய காலகட்டத்தில் 2013ஆம் ஆண்டு அதை நாங்கள் நடைமுறைக்கு கொண்டு வந்திருக்கின்றோம். அந்த வகையிலும் அரசி என வசந்தி அரசாங்கம் பேராசிரியர் அவர்கள் இந்திய துணைவேந்தரம் அது ரொம்ப ஊக்கமாக இருந்திருக்கின்றார்கள். அந்த வகையில் எங்களுடைய பொறியியல் துறை பேராசிரியர் அக்ரிகுச்சர் இன்றைக்கு வரையில் போனவருக்கு அவருடையும் நான் பல ஆலோசனைகள் கேட்டு உங்களை இங்க எடுப்பிப்பதற்கு அந்த நேரத்தில் இங்க கோரிக்கை கிடங்க முயற்சிகள் செய்து பகுதியை அண்டியதாக விவசாய பொருளாதார மத்திய நிலையம் ஒன்று அமைப்பதற்கும் ஏற்கனவே 2015ஆம் ஆண்டில் நாம் திட்டமிட்டிருந்த அனைத்து வசதிகளையும் கொண்ட பல்கலைக்கழக நகரம் ஒன்றை அமைப்பதற்கு நான் நடவடிக்கைகள் எடுத்து வருவதையும் இந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்தில் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புகின்றேன். எனது இந்த முயற்சியில் கல்வி அமைச்சர் பேராசிரியர் கௌரவ ஜிஎல்பிஸ் அவர்களும் இதனுடைய அமைச்சருடைய செயலாளராக இருக்கின்ற சீனியர் ப்ரொஃபசர் கே கபில கே பெருரா அவர்களும் ஒத்துழைப்பார்கள் என்பதையும் கேட்டுக்கொண்டு நேற்றைய ஜனாதிபதி மற்றது தற்போதைய உலகளாவிய நெருக்கடியை எதிர்கொண்டு அனைத்து நாடுகளும் கற்றுக்கொண்ட ஒரு முக்கியமான பாடம் வலுவான தேசிய உற்பத்திகளின் தேவையாகும். உணவு பாதுகாப்பு மற்றும் தன்னிறைவு ஆகியவற்றை உறுதி செய்வதற்காக அதே விவசாயத்துறை மீண்டும் கட்டியெழுப்ப வேண்டும் என்ற நமது கொள்கை சரியானதும் காலத்துக்கு ஏற்றதுமானது என மேன்முழங்கிய ஜனாதிபதி கோட்டாபய ராஜபக்ச அவர்கள் தனது சுதந்திர தின உரையில் தெரிவித்திருக்கின்றார். ஏற்கனவே விவசாயத்துறை என்பது இன்று நமது நாட்டுக்கு மட்டுமல்ல உலகளாவிய நாடுகளின் முக்கிய தேவையாக தற்போது உணரப்பட்டு வருகின்றது. எனவே இன்று இங்கு திறந்து வைக்கப்படுகின்ற விவசாய பீடத்தின் மூலமாக எமது மாணவர்கள் உச்ச பயனை பெற வேண்டும் என்ற கோரிக்கையை நான் இங்கு முன்வைக்க விரும்புகின்றேன். அதுபோல இங்கு எனக்கு முன்னால் முதல் உரையாற்றிய இந்த அமைச்சினுடைய சீனியர் ப்ரொஃபசர் கே கபில கே பெர்ரா அவர்களும் இங்கு பல துறைகளை, அதாவது கடல் தொழில் என்று சொல்லுகின்ற பொழுது கடல் வளத்தையும் அதே போல நீர் வேளாண்மையை இந்த வடக்கு மாகாணங்களில் அபிவிருத்தி செய்வதற்காக இந்த பல்கலைக்கழகத்தை பயன்படுத்திக் கொள்ளலாம் என்று சொல்லி இருக்கின்றார். அதே போல நாங்கள் முல்லைத்தீவில் அல்லது மன்னாரில் அந்த கடல் தொழில் வளாகம் ஒன்றை பீடம் ஒன்றை நாங்கள் உருவாக்குவதற்கு முயற்சியில் ஈடுபட்டிருக்கின்றோம். அதை நான் இந்த சந்தர்ப்பத்தில் உங்களுக்கு சொல்லிக்கொண்டு மேன்முதங்கிய ஜனாதிபதி கோட்டாபய ராஜபக்ச அவர்கள் தனது சுதந்திர தின உரையில் இலங்கை ஒரு ஜனநாயக நாடு, இந்த நாட்டில் வாழும் அனைத்து குடிமக்களுக்கும் சம உரிமை உண்டு, இன அல்லது மத அடிப்படையில் குடிமக்களை பிரிப்பதற்கான முயற்சிகளை நாங்கள் நிராகரிக்கின்றோம். அனைத்து குடிமக்களின் அடிப்படை உரிமைகள் மற்றும் மனித உரிமைகள் பாதுகாக்கப்படுவதுடன் ஒரே சட்டம் ஒரே கொள்கையை நமது நாட்டில் நடைமுறைப்படுத்தப்பட வேண்டும் என்பதுவே எப்போதும் நமது நிலைப்பாடு என மிகவும் தெளிவாக தெரிவித்துள்ளார். அந்த வகையில் ஜனாதிபதியினுடைய அந்த கருத்துக்களை நான் மீண்டும் நான் அந்த அமைச்சரவையில் ஒரு அமைச்சரவை உறுப்பினராக இருக்கின்றேன். இந்த அரசாங்கத்தை பொறுத்த வகையில், அதாவது ஜனாதிபதி கோட்டாபய ராஜபக்ச அவர்களது தலைமத்துவத்திலும் முன்னாள் ஜனாதிபதி மஹிந்த ராஜபக்ச அவர்களது வழிநடத்தலிலும் முன்னெடுக்கப்படுகின்ற இந்த அரசு எந்த வகையிலும் ஒரு இன ரீதியாகவோ அல்லது மொழி ரீதியாகவோ அல்லது மத ரீதியாகவோ பாகுபாடுகளை காட்டாது என்ற நம்பிக்கையை நான் இதில் வெளிப்படுத்தி, அவ்வாறு ஏதாவது உண்மையாக நடக்குமாக இருந்தால் நீங்கள் அதை என்னுடைய கவனத்துக்கு கொண்டு வருவீர்களாக இருந்தால் நான் நிச்சயம் இந்த அமைச்சரவையில் இருக்கிறார்கள் பெரும்பான்மையானவர்கள் ஒரு நியாயம், ஜனாதிபதி ஏற்கனவே தன்னுடைய கொள்கை பிரகடனமாக இந்த தேசிய நிகழ்வுகள் குறிப்பிட்ட விடயங்கள் அந்த அரசாங்கத்தினுடைய கொள்கையாகவும் அந்த அரசாங்கத்தினுடைய வேலை திட்டமாகவும் இருக்கின்றதை இதில் குறிப்பிட்டு இந்த வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றி. இந்த வாய்ப்பு தந்தமைக்கு பேராசிரியர் ஸ்ரீ சக்கரராஜா அவர்களுக்கும் எங்களுடைய பேராசிரியர் கௌரவ GLPDs அவர்களுக்கும் மற்றும் His Excellency ஆகிய சுஜி ஜாமா அவர்களுக்கும் மற்றும் சீனியர் ப்ரொஃபசர் கே கபில CK பெர்னா அவர்களுக்கும் மற்றும் யூனிவர்சிட்டி கிராண்ட் கமிஷன் சீனியர் ப்ரொஃபசர் சம்பத் அமர்துங்க அவர்களுக்கும் முன்னைய நாள் துணைவேந்தர்கள் அனைவருக்கும் வாழ்த்துக்களையும் வணக்கத்தையும் நன்றியையும் கூறி விடைபெறுகின்றேன்.
Thank you for your presence and for your valuable insights, sir. Before moving to the next item, on behalf of Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, we would like to extend our sincere gratitude to the Government of Japan for granting billions of yen to establish this tremendous research and training complex to us in order to stimulate agriculture in war-affected region and improving resident livelihood. Thank you. It's a great honor to invite His Excellency Akira Sugiyama, Ambassador of Japan to Sri Lanka, to address the gathering.
Honorable Professor GLPDs, Minister of Education, Honorable Douglas Tiramanda, Minister of Fisheries, Honorable Algajan Ramanatha, Member of the Parliament, Professor K. Kapira Shige Pereira, Secretary, Minister of Education, Professor S. Kunadi, I hope I pronounced it correctly, Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, Professor Sampath Amaratunga, Chairman, University Grants Mission, Dr. K. Suryakusuma, Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, Wanakkam, Aiboan, Konnichiwa. Thank you very much for the very warm welcome, and it is my great honor in the presence of honorable ministers and distinguished officials, both from the government and the university, to inaugurate the new research and training complex at the Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, which is funded by the government of Japan. Let me also extend my heartfelt congratulations on the entire university community on this auspicious occasion. It also gives me great pleasure to come back to this prestigious university after my first visit in October 2019. And I highly appreciate the continued efforts made since then by the university to bring this project to a successful completion. Thank you very much. The government of Japan has the honor to provide grant assistance worth 2.8 billion rupees to build this research and training complex, which comprises of a research laboratory, a processing training center, and a research and training farm, together with the necessary equipment. This research and training complex is expected to provide a good environment for research and training, for improving the productivity of agriculture and livestock industry in the dry zone of the northern province. As we understand, the onset of the Civil War in 1983 compelled the Faculty of Agriculture to relocate from the original campus in Kinochi to Jaffna, causing many difficulties for both students and faculty members. including shortage of regular classrooms and lack of laboratory facilities for research and training. Despite many challenges, the Faculty of Agriculture restored its campus in Kilinochi in 2014, standing today as the center of excellence in the field of agriculture in the northern province. We are deeply impressed to learn that since its recent opening, the number of both students and lecturers increased twofold, which manifests the vibrancy of renewed life of this prominent academic institution. Ladies and gentlemen, agriculture has been an essential sector for the Sri Lankan economy since all times and holds central importance on the nation's progress. Successive governments since independence have placed substance agriculture at the center of policy making with the aim of ensuring self-sufficiency in food production and promoting crop diversification to reduce dependency on the three major crops for export earnings. His Excellency President Rajapaksa also attaches foremost importance to the development of the agriculture sector as an attractive industry for the youth. In his vistas for prosperity and splendor, and in the 2021 budget, His Excellency the President highlighted the necessity of research for agricultural innovation and proposed to allocate adequate resources to universities and relevant institutions to enhance research facilities. In the same vein, I hope that this research and training complex will be fully utilized in this regard. The importance of agriculture and livelihood industry for the northern province cannot be overemphasized. The northern province is renowned as the agricultural paradise of the country and is home to the largest crop diversity in the island, all contributing to 20% of the GDP in the northern province. Enhancing productivity is indispensable for further development of agriculture and livestock industry of the northern province. The Faculty of Agriculture of the University of Jaffna, of course, has been playing a central role in research and training for increasing productivity. We strongly hope that this new research training complex will not only empower students to become leading practitioners to apply their expertise in agriculture and livestock industry, but also help this faculty produce excellent research which will open a new horizon for agriculture and livestock industry of this province. Ladies and gentlemen, the development of the northern province has been one of the priorities for the government of Japan's assistance towards Sri Lanka. Currently, Japan is providing technical assistance to improve the livelihoods of small-scale dairy farmers in the northern province by increasing their productivity through the project called the Dairy Development Project in the northern province. And Japan is also developing irrigation facilities, water supply, and rural roads in the conflict-affected areas through the project called the Rural Infrastructure Development Project. Japan has been a long-standing friend of Sri Lanka and will remain firmly committed to continuing its assistance for the consolidation of peace and prosperity of this country in response to the genuine needs of the Sri Lankan people. In closing, I would like to reiterate my deep appreciation for the dedication of the University of Jaffna to this project, as well as for the understanding and support of the Ministry of Education, headed by Honorable Professor Pierce and the Honorable Minister Devananda. My thanks also go to Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, Oriental Consultants Global, Sumitomo Mitsui Construction Group, Mitsubishi Corporation, and the many people involved in the construction and equipment procurement. I wish to congratulate again the inauguration of the Research and Training Complex and wish you all present here the very best in the future. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you for your presence and for your valuable insights, sir. Now, it's an open invitation for delegates, scholars, and participants to visit Research and Training Complex. Our staffs are eagerly waiting to design their future plans using the sophisticated technologies. Now, next in the sequence of one agenda is address. For that, I would like to invite Honorable Professor G.L. Pires, Minister of Education, to address the gathering. Thank you.
Your Excellency, Akira Sudhyana, Ambassador of Japan to Sri Lanka, my distinguished colleagues, the Honorable Douglas Devananda, Minister for Fisheries, the Honorable Angajan Ramanathan, who is the Chairman of the District Coordinating Committee here and also Deputy Chairman of committees in Parliament, the Secretary to my Ministry, Professor Kapila Pereira, the Chairman of the University Grants Commission, Professor Sampath Amatunga, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Jaffna, the Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture, academic staff, professors, lecturers, and others serving the University of Jaffna, the registrar and the administrative officers, students, and friends. It gives me genuine pleasure to be with you here on this occasion because of the intrinsic importance of the project that is being launched today. Sri Lanka is being rapidly industrialized because diversification of the economy is a principal requirement of our times. However, the reality remains that agriculture is the base of Sri Lanka's economy. More than 70% of the inhabitants of this island depend on agriculture as a means of livelihood. Agriculture makes a significant contribution to the gross domestic product of Sri Lanka. It is unrealistic to speak of developing the agricultural potential of our country without focusing sharply on the dry zone. The dry zone has to make a vigorous, a substantial contribution to the development of agriculture in our country. If this is to happen, there must be an increasing infusion of technology. As both Minister Douglas Devananda and Ambassador Akira Sudhyana stated in their remarks to us a few minutes ago, this is one of the hallmarks of the policy enunciated by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, both in his election manifesto and in the address that he delivered only yesterday on the occasion of the 73rd anniversary of Sri Lanka's independence. The importance of technology. We cannot remain satisfied with the old tried and tested methods, the traditional, conventional methods. We have to move with the times, and we have to give our people the benefit of contemporary advances in science and technology. This is what the government and the people of Japan are helping us with on this occasion. This particular project, which is a gift, it is not a loan, it is a complete gift by the government of Japan. And I would like to mention that the priorities have been very accurately and realistically identified, the priorities. This project consists of several components, the principal elements being research, training, and farm management. Now these are the things that we need if we are to take agricultural performance to a new height, which is certainly possible. We have the potential to do that. And the technological tools that will facilitate that endeavor are now being placed at our disposal by the government of Japan. We talk of the increasing cost of living. That is, of course, a problem which all of us are aware of in our day-to-day lives. The only answer to that, the only long-lasting, durable answer to that is increasing production. We have to produce more. The government of Sri Lanka has to facilitate this in a variety of ways. The people of the north have always been energetic, hardworking. The industry of the northern population is legendary. So all they need is a helping hand. Certain facilities and resources to be placed at their disposal by the government of Sri Lanka. I think the main contribution that the government has to make to the upliftment of agriculture at this time are the following. The first is the quality of the seed material. Quality of the seed material. Then advice with regard to the fertilizer that is to be used for particular crops at particular times. The Vice Chancellor was telling us about some problems that you have with regard to water. The Honorable Dr. Devananda has assured us that this is a problem that is being actively addressed, and he confidently anticipates a solution before the end of this year. So water management is important. Most of all, if you ask me what is the main problem confronting agricultural activity in our country today, I would say without hesitation, the main problem is marketing. The reality today is that the Jaffna farmer, the farmer in the northern province, or indeed farmer in any part of Sri Lanka, gets maybe 1/5 of what the consumer pays for agricultural produce in the main cities of the country. The consumer in the urban area has to pay something like 5 times what the farmer pays. The exorbitant profit goes to not one middleman, but a series of middlemen. Successive governments in Sri Lanka have made valiant efforts to deal with this problem. But unfortunately, a total solution or even a significant solution has not been arrived at so far. So marketing is very important. Together with that goes packaging. Isn't it a great idea that 30-40% of what we produce is waste? True. of the north was very prosperous at that time, and still can be. But it's necessary to ensure that the whole of the benefit goes to the farmer. But if you have the greater part of the product, fruits, vegetables, maybe onions, potatoes, carrots, leeks, whatever you produce here, cauliflower, and so on. If there is significant waste because of deficiencies with regard to market, with regard to packaging, deficiencies with regard to packaging, that's the great thing. So there again we need modern technology, scientific methods of packaging to ensure that there is no deterioration of the product, that it reaches the consumer in the pristine condition in which it was produced by the farmer. Now, so far I have spoken about the domestic dimension of agriculture, agriculture. But that is not all. Agriculture is very important with regard to what we send abroad also. Export agriculture. Export agriculture today is very important. It is one of the cornerstones of Sri Lanka's economy. Export agriculture. With regard to export agriculture, I'm sure that His Excellency the Ambassador of Japan will agree with me. The most important elements there is value addition. Value addition. If Sri Lanka is to get the maximum benefits of the efforts of our farmers, we have to find value. Not export the product in its raw form. Powder, freezing, sauces, syrups, oils, all of it will enable us to maximize the benefit that we derive from agricultural production. And of course, we need to activate our missions abroad, which we are doing. Economic diplomacy. Economic diplomacy is the main function of Sri Lanka's ambassadors and high commissioners abroad. Economic diplomacy. That is entry of our goods into the markets of the world. Tariffs and levies, concessionary arrangements like the GST plus arrangement with Western Europe for our fisheries products, for example. So this whole gamut of activity is where the government of Sri Lanka can help agricultural activity in the northern province of Sri Lanka. So this is why it gives me a particular pleasure to acknowledge and to express appreciation of the generosity of the government and the people of Japan on this occasion. Now there is one thing I want to say about Japanese assistance to this country. It is long-standing. It goes far back as independence, which we received in 1948. Japan has been one of our oldest and one of our largest donors, going back to the time of the Colombo Plan. There is something else that is striking about Japanese assistance. Japan has never decided for us what kind of assistance we want. Japan has always asked Sri Lanka, such as the governments of Sri Lanka, what is it that you would like us to do? Japan has always asked Sri Lanka to determine her own priorities. This is very important. Sri Lanka has responded, said we are interested in skills development. Japanese assistance has been very material, very helpful with regard to skills development, human resource development in our country. So this is a feature of Japanese assistance which we consider to be particularly praiseworthy and appropriate. I think it is right and proper for me on behalf of the government of Sri Lanka to mention that on this occasion. Finally, I want to say this. The University of Jaffna is an institution that we are justly proud of. It is a strong institution within the network of universities in our country. We have 15 universities in Sri Lanka. The government is fully committed to the development of your university. I want to tell you in all candor that our vision of economic development is an equitable vision. It is not confined to Colombo and its environs. We believe in economic development that will bring the fruits of that development within the reach of all the people of our country, all the people of our country, and the North is certainly an integral part of that endeavor on the part of our country. The human resources in the northern part of the country are of exceptional caliber. That is undoubtedly the case. You have demonstrated that amply over the years and the decades. And you have my assurance as a Minister of Education that we are unrelentingly committed to upgrade the facilities in your schools and universities, addressing practical problems with regard to teachers, facilities, equipment, the overall environment of the University of Jaffna. This afternoon I am meeting with education officials in the whole of the Northern Province. They are coming to Energy. At about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we will have a comprehensive discussion about what needs to be done, what are the efficiencies and shortcomings in the system, and what is it that the government could fruitfully and productively do to address those deficiencies. Soon after that meeting, I will be discussing with the Vice Chancellor, the Deans and the senior staff of the University of Jaffna your requirements at this particular time. So these are the highlights of my visit to Agricuiture today, and in the evening I will proceed to Jaffna, and tomorrow I will be visiting a series of schools in order to have discussions with the principals and the staff of those schools to address current problems in the education system in Jaffna. None of this can be done by the government on its own. I therefore ask for the fullest cooperation, your fullest unqualified cooperation. Let us work together. Let us work together. We are determined to deliver to you what you require within the next 4 years. So I am confident that it will be a fruitful partnership. It will be a fruitful partnership which will yield rich dividends to the people of the North. So I invite you to join with us in that endeavor, to make it as successful as possible. And I have every confidence, given the industry, the indefatigable efforts of the Vice Chancellor and the staff of the University of Jaffna, that those efforts will be crowned with success very soon. So I thank you again for the excellent arrangements that have been made on this occasion. I thank particularly the envoy of the government of Japan who has made this possible. And I wish the University of Jaffna every success. Thank you. සිංහල ශිෂ්‍යයන් යාපන විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ සිටින නිසා වචන කීපයක් සිංහල භාෂාවෙන් කතා කරනවා. මා ඉතාමත් සතුටු වෙනවා මේ අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වීමට අවකාශ ලැබෙනවා. ඒක හේතුව තමයි නිසකෙන් මේක ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ආර්ථික සම්බන්ධය සම්බන්ධයෙන් ප්‍රකටයි. කර්මාන්ත සම්බන්ධයේ අපේ රටේ අපි තාමත් වැඩ හැබැයි තවම අපේ රටේ ජනගණනය බහුතරය යටෙන්නේ පුෂ්කරයි. ප්‍රධාන ජීවනෝපාය මාර්ගය යන්නේ පුෂ්කරයි. උතුරේ ජනතාව නිකන් මානසික වැඩ කරන ජනතාව. ඒ ජනතාවගේ උත්සාහයන් මල්පල ගැනීම කරනවා. රජයෙන් යම් යම් දේවල් කරනවා. ප්‍රධාන අවශ්‍යතාවය තමයි නවීන තාක්ෂණය කෘෂිකර්මයට එකතු කිරීම. සම්ප්‍රදායික වූ ගතානුගතික ක්‍රමවේද පමණ අද පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. අපි නවීන තාක්ෂණය ප්‍රයෝජන කරනවා. මේ නිසා තමයි ජපාන් රජය ජපානයේ තාරකතුමා අකිරා සුරියාමා තාරකතුමාට අපි දෙන්නේ ප්‍රකාශනා. තාක්ෂණයේ පුහුණුව ක්‍රියේෂන කලමනායි මේ සියල්ලක්ම සම්බන්ධයෙන් විශාල ආදායයක් සම්පූර්ණ පරිත්‍යාගය නායකයෙකුගේ සම්පූර්ණ පරිත්‍යාගයක් විතර අපේ ජපාන් රජයෙන් රට තුළ පමණක් නෙවෙයි රට තුළ ජීවන වියදම පාලනය කිරීම සඳහා සේට වඩා අවශ්‍ය දේ තමයි නිෂ්පාදනය වර්ධනය කිරීම. නිෂ්පාදනය වර්ධනය. ඒ කරන්නේ අද අපේ රටේ ඉගෙන ප්‍රධාන ප්‍රශ්නයක් තමයි කොහොම මහත්කොට ලැබෙන මුදල වගේ 5 ගුණයක් 6 ගුණයක් ගෙවන්න වෙනවා නගරවල පාරිභෝගිකයන්. අතරමැදියන් තමයි මේ ලාභය ලබා ගන්න. ඒ නිසා අලෙවිකරණය පිළිබඳ උග්‍ර ප්‍රශ්න අපේ රටේ තියෙනවා. ඒවා විසඳීමට ඉදිරිපත් වීම රජයේ ප්‍රමුඛ වගකීමක්. ඒ වගේම රටේ අභ්‍යන්තරයේ තුළ පමණක් නෙවෙයි අපේ නිෂ්පාදන ලෝකයට ලැබෙන්නේ අපේ වටිනා විදේශ විනිමය ලබා ගැනීමට පුළුවන් පක්ෂයක්. ඒ සඳහා මම දකින විදිහට අපිට අවශ්‍ය ප්‍රධාන දේ තමයි අගය එකතු කිරීම. අපි නිෂ්පාදනය කරද්දී විදේශ විනිමයට යවන්නේ නැතුව අගය එකතු කිරීම. අපේ රටේ ආර්ථිකය විශාල ලෙස ශක්තිමත් කිරීමට අපට පුළුවන්. මේ සියල්ලක්ම කිරීම සඳහා අපේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලවල ලොකු කාර්යභාරයක් අපි අපේක්ෂා කරනවා. අපේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල. අපේ එක් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ සහජ ශක්තිය මැන සියලුම විශ්වවිද්‍යාල සියලුම විෂයන් ගැනීම නෙවෙයි ඒ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලවල විශේෂයෙන් අදලා ආධුනික වෙච්ච විෂය පිළිබඳ අවධානය යොමු කරලා ඒවා වර්ධනය කිරීම තමයි අපේ ප්‍රතිපත්තිය. ලියලිකලාවේ තාමත් වැදගත් වෙනවා අපේ රටේ කෘෂි ආර්ථිකයේ දියුණු කිරීම සඳහා. ඒ නිසා තමයි මම තරයේ විශ්වාස කරන්නේ යාපන විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ කෘෂිකර්ම කීර්තියට සුවිශේෂ කාර්යභාර අයත්නවා. මයිදාන සොරනවා මේ උත්සවයට සහභාගී වෙන්න අවස්ථාව ලැබුණේ. මම සියලු දෙනාට ප්‍රතිචාර කරනවා. ගෝඨාභය රාජපක්ෂ ජනතාවගේ මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ අධිකාරිතුමාගේ රජයේ අභිලාෂය කරන්නේ අපේ රටේ ආර්ථික සංවර්ධනය. කොළඹ හා පදාසරණ ප්‍රදේශවලට පමණක් සීමා කිරීම නෙවෙයි සාධාරණ විදියට. මේ ආර්ථික සංවර්ධනයේ ප්‍රයෝජන මුළු රටටම ලැබෙනයි ඒක ව්‍යාප්ත කිරීම. ඒ සම්බන්ධයෙන් උතුරු බලන්න යාපන විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ අතිශයින් වැදගත් වෙනවා. මම උසේල යනවා ඒක අවංකව ප්‍රකාශ කරනවා අපේ රටේ අතපොත වෙනවා. ඒ අවශ්‍ය සියලුම පහසුකම් උතුරේ ජනතාවට ලබා දීමට අධ්‍යාපනය හැමදාම වැදගත් කොටසක් උතුරේ ජනතාව. ඒ නිසා අපි සියලු දෙනාම ඒකට කරමු. එසේ කළොත් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන ඩිසයිඩ් ලබා ගැනීම පුළුවන් ඒවා කියලා මම ප්‍රාර්ථනා කරනවා. ඒ විශ්වාසය ඔබ අපේ තුනේ ඔබ සියලු දෙනාම ලැබවලා මගේ කුසලතාවය පිළිගන්න. මගේ වහන්සේ අවසන් කරනවා.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Agricuiture, for your incredible support to the Faculty of Agriculture in Western Jaffna, Sri Lanka. Once again, on behalf of Faculty of Agriculture in Western Jaffna, we would like to extend our sincere gratitude to the government of Japan for granting billions of yen to establish this tremendous research and training complex to the Faculty of Agriculture. Thank you very much. Now, It's time for honoring our distinguished guest. For that, we would like to invite Professor S. Srisatkunarada, Vice Chancellor, University of Jaffna, to present mementos for our distinguished guest.
First of all, I cordially invite Honorable Professor G. L. Pieris, Minister of Education, to receive the manager, please. Thank you, sir. Next, I warmly welcome His Excellency Agricuiture, Ambassador of Japan to Sri Lanka, to receive the memento.
Thank you very much, sir. Now I would like to invite Honorable Mr. T.N. Devananda, Honorable Minister of Fisheries, to receive the memento. Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Honorable Mr. Angajan Ramanathan, Member of the Parliament, Chairman of Jaffna District Coordinating Committee, and Deputy Chairman of Committee's Parliament, to receive the memento.
Thank you, sir. Now I cordially invite Honorable Dr. Suresh Raghavan, Member of the Parliament, to receive the memento. Thank you. Next, I would like to invite Senior Professor K. Kapila C.K. Pereira, Secretary to the Ministry of Education, to receive the memento. Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to invite Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, Chairman, University Grants Commission, to receive the memento. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for honoring our guest. Now, I would like to invite Dr. P. Suryakumar, D. Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to honor our following guest. First of all, I would like to invite Mr. Takashima Kakumi, Senior Representative, Jaita, Sri Lanka, to receive the memento. Thank you, sir. Now, may I now request Mr. Masanori Suzuki, Sri Lankan Branch Manager, Sumito Mitsui Constructions Company Limited, to receive the memento. Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Mr. Kenichi Mehara, General Manager, Mitsubishi Corporation, Colombo Branch, to receive the memento.
Thank you, sir. May I now request Mr. S.R. Achikon, Secretary to the Treasury, Ministry of Finance, to receive the memento. Thank you. I would like to now invite Mr. G.M.R.D. Aponso, Director Planning, Higher Education, Ministry of Education to receive the memento. Thank you very much, sir.
Now, I would like to invite Ms. Yuko Shasha, Chief Consultant, the Consortium of Oriental Consultants Global Company Limited, and all consultants incorporated to receive the memento. On behalf of her, we would like to invite a representative from the Consortium of Oriental Consultants Global Company Limited. Thank you very much for honoring our distinguished guest. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. It's the time for the most important part of the event, which is vote of thanks. I cordially invite Dr. K. Surya Kumar, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Minister Professor G.M.P.D.'s Ministry of Education, His Excellency Agricuiture, Ambassador of Japan to Sri Lanka, Honorable Minister Dr. Devananda, Minister of Fisheries, Honorable Member of Parliament, Angayan Ramanathan, and the Senior Professor G.K. Professor Kapila C.K. Pereira, Secretary, Ministry of Education, Senior Professor Sambat Ramadanga, Chairman of University Grants Commission, and Vice Chancellor, Professor Sri Sakunaraya, former Vice Chancellors, former Competent Authority, Government Agent, Chief District, Rubawadi Kedis, Council Members, Rector, all Deans, and representative from the Ministry of Education and University Grants Commission, and all Deans, Rector, and staff from Agriculture Institute in this region, senior professors, lecturers, and students, and ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, everyone. I feel privileged and honored to have been given the opportunity to extend a vote of thanks for this opening ceremony of Research and Training Complex on behalf of the Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna. First of all, I would like to express our profound gratitude to the Honorable Minister, Professor G.L.P.D.'s Ministry of Education, and His Excellency Akira Sugiyama, Ambassador of Japan to Sri Lanka, for having taken time off your many responsibilities to join Open Research and Training Complex to deliver interesting and thoughtful, provoking address and to grace this occasion. I would also like to convey our sincere thanks to Government of Japan and Japanese people for their generous support to establish this fully equipped research and training complex. I also take this opportunity to extend our most sincere thanks to the Honorable Minister Douglas Devananda, Minister of Fisheries, for his help to get this land for cleanership premises of University of Jaffna and permanent place for Faculty of Agriculture after functioning more than 19 years in a temporary places from the inception of the Faculty of Agriculture. I would like to express our profound gratitude to Senior Professor Kapila C.K. Pereira, Secretary to the Ministry of Education, and former secretaries for their support to establish this research and training complex. I also express our gratitude to the Chairman, University Grants Commission, Senior Professor Samat Amaradunga, and former Chairman of UGC for the continuous support rendered in various ways. I would like to extend our sincere appreciation to Mr. Angajan Ramanathan, Honorable Member of the Parliament, Chairman of the Jaffna District Coordinating Committee, and Deputy Chairman of Committees, Parliament, to join this opening ceremony and to deliver interesting speech and grace this occasion. I would like to extend our sincere thanks to the government agent, Kilnachi District, Mrs. Rubavati Keviswaran, for her support to establish this research and training complex in many ways. We are deeply grateful to our Vice Chancellor, Professor Sri Satyanaraya, and former Vice Chancellor, Senior Professor Vasanthi Arasratnam, and former Vice Chancellor, Professor R. Vikneswaran, and former Committee Authority, Professor K. Kandasamy, for their guidance and support to establish this research and training complex. We would like to extend our sincere thanks to the former Vice Chancellors, Council members, to join this opening ceremony and grace this occasion. We would like to extend our sincere thanks and gratitude Ms. Sigaro Kosai, the Head Economic Cooperation, Embassy of Japan, Mr. Ninomiya Seiya, Second Secretary, Embassy of Japan, Mr. Takashima Hiyofumi, Senior Representative, Jakarta Sri Lanka Office, and Mr. Prasad Nisanga, Project Specialist, Jakarta Sri Lanka Office, for their support in practical ways to succeed this grant. Let me also express our deep gratitude to the member of steering committee of this project, Additional Secretary, Admin and Finance, Higher Education, Mr. T.V. Atapottu, Chief Finance Officer, Mr. W.K.L.B. Badalavetka, Director Planning, Mr. G.M.R.D. Aponsu, Director Infrastructure, Mr. S.L.H. Gamage, Deputy Director Planning, Ms. A.K.E. Chamga, Accountant, Mr. G.R.K.S. Ganekoda, Ms. Sagarika Beliketimula, Senior Assistant Accountant, Ms. Gayani Yanade, Development Officer, for having regular meeting, monitoring the project implementation, and taking timely action to make this project to be completed in time. I owe a deep gratitude to Yukao Sasa, team leader, the Consortium of Oriental Consultant Global Company Limited, and World Consultant Incorporated, Mr. Yo Takashi, Equipment Planner, Mr. Ochi, Mr. Yuri, and Mr. Harukisa Shikawa for their hard work to complete this project on time. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to former Dean Professor G. Migindan, Dr. Mrs. Shomdi Swachandran, and Professor Kushiandi Migindan, and heads of department to develop this project proposal and initiate this project. Let me also express our deep gratitude to the Registrar, Mr. V. Kandikan, Bursar, Mr. Suresh Kumar, Deputy Registrar of Capital Works and Planning, Mr. N. Rajavisagan and his team, and Engineer Kadambasilian and Engineer Aravindan for their continuous support rendered in various ways. We would like to extend our sincere thanks to building constructors, Sumitomo Mitsui Construction Company Limited, and subcontractor Sangan Construction, and equipment contractor Mitsubishi Corporation, to complete this project successfully. Last but not least, I would extend my heartfelt gratitude to our executive staff and support staff helped in numerous ways to complete this project successfully. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. The next item on the agenda is discussion with students by the Honorable Professor G.L. Puris, Minister of Education. Students are requested to move to library to have discussion. Dear ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to visit our research and training complex to explore our laboratories now. Thereafter, lunch has been arranged at guest house after 45 minutes, and enjoy your meal. Thank you very much all.
Finally, on behalf of Faculty of Agriculture, University of Jaffna, we thank our distinguished guests, delegates, scholars and participants for your presence and kind contribution to make this event success. Thank you very much all.
Thank you very much again. Dear students, you are requested to move to library to have discussion, please. Lunch has been arranged at this house and it will be open after 45 minutes. You're warmly welcome and enjoy your meal. Thank you very much everyone for your kind support and contribution. Thank you all.